Purple Heart and somebody who's been wounded or died in combat has nothing to do with that guy breaking the rules, breaking the law, and being there testifying because he did the wrong things, because he was biased, and because he's treasonous.
A friend of mine was a recipient of the Purple Heart, and he contacted Cohen's office and demanded, and he was informed that Cohen had rescinded that and apologized for that statement, and rightly so. But, I mean, give me a break.
That was disgusting.
Yes.
That was disgusting. Well, speaking of the election, we can carry on with this, but speaking of the election, Joe from Wyandott's got an update on the Senate race for us, and it's a good thing he does because I got a question for him as well. Joe, welcome to the show.
Thanks. Not sure if you heard yet, but there was a little bit of a mailer fiasco with the John James campaign. Apparently, they targeted absentee voters, as you obviously should, but the mailer went out and said he wanted to defend, as in protect, rather than defund, as in take their money away, sanctuary cities.
Say that again.
Oh, it's a typo.
Well, the E and the U key are nowhere close. So I don't think you could call that a typo. But yeah, it
Sure it is. Come on. You really think he wants to defend sanctuary?
You could say maybe autocorrect cause it, because the word defend is more traditionally used than the word defund, but to call it a typo is a real stretch.
Come on.
So how many went out?
I'm not sure how many went out, but who knows? That may hurt him, obviously, a little bit in the
well, maybe Penciler will change his ad, where the only ad I ever hear of Penciler against James is that he gave that money to that councilwoman. I hear that ad nauseum.
Well, then I hear the John James ad against Sandy Penciler, right? I've been seeing these ones popping up on Fox, and he's saying all the negative things about Trump, and I'm like, ugh, our two top candidates, and they're both just not where I want them to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. They need to be positive. They should be positive about why they should be picked. I covered that on the Thanks a Lot, Debbie Not Facebook group to dump Debbie, and nobody listens. They're still staying negative. But does Gary have his tinfoil hat nearby?
I always have my tinfoil hat in my pocket.
It's shaped like a
there are some
seltzer
who are
water
saying
can.
He did this on purpose to target Detroit voters and then get the positive press claiming it was a mistake.
Yeah, the only reason I wouldn't believe that is because I don't believe that people in the inner city of Detroit, be they black or white or Hispanic, like the idea of sanctuary cities, because you know what? The black population in Detroit is suffering from job loss because of illegal immigrants.
Absolutely.
So I do not believe for 1 minute that the average inner city person wants to defend sanctuary cities, because, it's costing them jobs. Defend. Okay. I don't believe it. I really don't. So I'm not going to – it could have been a simple mistake, and I feel bad for him that happened, but it is what it is.
Well, it could help in the long run because he got a lot more press, obviously, out of it across the state because of the mistake than he was going to otherwise get.
Right. Well, there you go. I mean, in the end, that's what's going to happen, I guess. When I look at Penciler and I look at John James, outstate, I think they can beat Debbie Stabenow, right? As long as have we heard from Bob Carr? Has Bob Carr
not recently
pushed on anybody or said I want Penciler or John James? He needs to. He needs to pick, and he needs to bring that farm vote to one of our guys, whoever the winner is or whoever he wants. He needs to do that. And if you can get hold of him, Joe, make sure that Bob Carr gets out, because he was well liked by the farm community, and we need those votes not going back to Stabenow. So Bob Carr needs to step up and fast. If we can get him on the show, we'll have him on.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it'd be good for him to pick one of the two now. I think it's better for him to keep his powder dry, and whoever the nominee is then needs to be able to work with him, like you said, to get out there and get that farm vote.
Yeah, that works too. Either way, we need Bob Carr. So, Bob, if you're out there and you're listening, I know things didn't turn out the way you wanted, but you're still an integral part of this campaign, and you're important because we need that farm vote in the part. And then, so here's my question to you, Joe.
Uh-huh.
Pulling 30% of Wayne County, which we all say and agree is important to win the election, between Penzler and John James, who can do that?
Well, most likely James. You mean in the general election, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I would certainly think John James has more of a chance to do that.
Okay.
Than, Sandy
Well, I
Penzler,
hope he's concentrating a little bit down there and doing what he needs to do. He's always welcome to come back on the show, but I don't see enough of him. I would like to see more of John James out there. I think Sandy Penzler is doing his thing, spending a lot of money, but I don't see him doing a lot of the grassroots stuff either. So who knows?
Right, but I think James has got still quite a long way to make up to beat Penzler. I think Penzler at this point is still the favorite, even though at this point of the two, I'm backing James.
Yeah, Penzler's got money, and he's spending it right where it needs to be, which is for a primary, Fox News, because that's where your conservatives are at, right?
There are several people I know who are backing Penzler only because of that. He has the money and he'll self-fund.
Yeah.
That is not the way to pick a candidate, in my opinion, but
No.
I know personally dozens of people who are doing that.
Yeah, well, in the end, and here's the reason, because I'm conflicted too, right? I have not made up my mind between the two, but going into the general election, you need a big, big chunk of money to get out and beat Debbie Stabenow. You really do. It's going to be a tough fight to beat Debbie Stabenow. It can be done, but it's going to take money or grassroots.
I think she's got $8 million on hand. So.
Yeah.
I had read an announcement a while back, and I just looked it up while we were talking. Michigan agricultural icon Wayne Wood endorses John James for U.S. Senate.
Yeah, there you go.
So
okay. All right, Joe. Well, I appreciate the call, man. Thanks for the update.
All right, take care, friends. Love you.
Love you too.
See you,
Bye.
Joe.
Bye.
Let's take a quick call from Gary before the bottom of the hour here. Gary, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. One thing that starting to piss me off is when these Democrats up on the Hill start whining about meddling in elections. If you go back into the archives and open up some old locked vaults in the CIA, you'll find that the United States meddled in elections for the last 100 years to the point where they actually appointed men as leaders of countries. So just shut up.
Yeah, I mean, every country is out there doing that, right?
Along those lines, this is what I heard. I read an article yesterday, and it said a good rationale for Putin getting involved and actually going against Hillary, if the Russian government did go against Hillary in the last election, because of the meddling that she did as Secretary of State in the last Russian election where she was trying to get him defeated. A good rationale for that, and one that's not mentioned often.
Yeah, I just don't buy that whole thing
because that's meddling.
Yeah, I think the ties between the Clinton Foundation, the Clinton Global Initiative, and Bill and Hillary both. I mean, come on, Bill Clinton stayed in Putin's house for crying out loud. He got a $500,000 check. We sold him 20% of our uranium. Who do you think Putin really wanted? Clintons.
Calm down. What's the matter with you?
Go ahead, Gary. What else did you have?
But also, I lost my thought. Never mind.
Okay, well, thanks for the call. We're going to try and squeeze one more in before the bottom of the hour.
Okay, bye now.
Take care.
It's nice to get back to
let's take
the
Tom from Detroit. Make it quick, Tom. We're running out.
Okay. You're talking about the FBI agent
Strzok,
and you've been paying more attention to this than me, but there's a couple of maximum ones. Fraud is always positive and intentional and distinguished from negligence, and then the other one is gross negligence is equivalent to fraud. So would you say there's any articulatable gross negligence?
I'm trying.
Because intent is real hard to prove.
I think intent is there. If you can't look at those 200 texts and that we will, it's plain as the day. Well, we will stop him. What is it? Yeah. I think somebody asked. The intent is there. The intent is established. I don't think there's anything there that says not.
Yeah, but isn't he saying, "Oh well, we were just talking, we were just, like we're
maybe
having a beer, and hey, rah 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 for our side."
Yeah. All right. Well, good comment, Tom. Take care, and we'll see all of you on the other side of the break.
People are always on the go, driving to work, running errands. How do they keep informed? They listen to Wham Talk 1600 just like you. If you're a business owner, your message can reach these people wherever their travels take them. People tune to Wham Radio for the latest issues, discussed by hosts like Joe Pags, Fayron X, and Dana Lesh. And they'll stay tuned for your message as well. Call 734-971-1600 today and advertise your business with Wham Radio and whamradio.com. Whamradio.com.
Fox News Radio, I'm Karen McHugh. Ahead of Monday's meeting with Vladimir Putin, President Trump spending time at one of his golf courses in Scotland. He tweeted about Friday's indictment of 12 Russians accused of hacking the DNC.
The president saying this is stories you heard about the 12 Russians yesterday took place during the Obama administration, not the Trump administration. Why didn't they do something about it, especially when it was reported that President Obama was informed by the FBI in September before the election? Now, that is a familiar criticism, one the Obama administration has pushed back on previously.
Fox's Kevin Corke in Glasgow. Some nighttime NASCAR actions on tap.
Martin Truex Jr. will look to repeat his victory from last year, dominating the Quaker State 400 at Kentucky Speedway en route to his Monster Energy Cup Series crown. Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, and Kyle Busch rounding out the front five. The green flag waves at Kentucky Speedway at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Fox's Matt Napolitano. Fox News. We report, you decide.
It's time for This American Voice with Thayron, brought to you by A&H Lawn Service. Now here's Thayron.
Are you ready? That's not Monday Night Football. I'm asking, are you secure as secure can be? Do you have your gold and silver investment hedge in place against a falling or even worthless dollar? Not that that's a bad angle to play, but are you really ready with Boy Scout level common sense preparedness? A can of peaches with a pull top goes a long way further than a bar of gold in a truly unsecure environment. And if it all really crumbles away, hits the fan with hurricane force, all the gold or silver in the world will just be another weight to carry. Or defend with your dwindling self-defense resources. When they say never forget, have you linked Katrina and the Gulf Coast into that post? 9/11 be prepared mindset? How about Rodney King riots in Los Angeles? Didn't take long for things to go bad there. Happened almost instantly. Take a look around your house and ask yourself, what if? Do the homework. It doesn't take much to hedge against 6 months of hard luck. You owe it to your family to do this. And that's just the minimalist scenario. When the electricity's been out for 4 months, you haven't seen a cop in 3, you'll be glad you took a little time to be prepared. Your family will too.
A&H Lawn Service in Saline serves all of Southeast Michigan. They've been offering professional lawn maintenance since 1991, including landscape construction, lawn and landscape maintenance, irrigation systems, winterizing, and snow removal. Let A&H Lawn Service help your business with landscaping solutions for today and tomorrow. They have the professional experience you can count on. Call 734-429-5778 and see how their business can help your business, or visit ahlawn.com.
And welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to Catch Our Drift. Joining me in the studio, it's Ed Bonderenka.
Hey there.
Hey, so let's take care of a little business. Sutton Barn at Rolling Meadows Golf Course. If you're looking for a place to have a party, a graduation, an anniversary, just a reason to go out and have a little party, call Rolling Meadows Golf Course Sutton Barn. Or you can go to suttonbarn.com. That's SUTTON barn.com. Or you can call 734-662-5144. It's a great event area. Beautiful, really is. And Rolling Meadows is a nice little golf course anyways with a great bar. So make sure you call them 734-662-5144.
Tell them you heard it here and on the current.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so joining us via phone is our 7th District District U.S. Congressman Tim Walberg. Congressman Tim, welcome to the show.
Hey, it's good to be with you. Sorry, I had to